Yes, Jamaicans, one love to y'all. So much love to you now, to Rastafari. To begin with, on a very serious note, Jamaicans, Caribbeans, African Americans, all Africans in the diaspora, from my heart, apologies for the role of other Africans in selling you into slavery. That's how we start this conversation, and that's going to make everybody understand a lot of other things where I'm coming from, what we're dealing with. So that's first off the bat. We know that we sold our own people into slavery. You know? So that's no two ways around that. That is a crime, and we Africans are complicit in that crime, and we ask for your forgiveness. Okay? So accordingly, I put forward the program of what the works are going to be about, you know. So my love for you is great. The regret of the past is also great. Looking forward to the future. We have a great vision. You know, hopefully it can rectify the wrongs that have been done against our own people. You know? So I want to rise above the little petty things and whatever. It don't matter. Little squabbles and those things. Would like to really set the foundation for the greater love between I and I. See? Much love. So I just did a response to Buju Banton, which was a pleasurable thing to do because of, you know, his great brethren and great interview that he had on that platform there. If it was me on that platform, I probably would have sipped some of that alcohol because, you know, I do sip my alcohol from time to time. Just clearing that as well because some people kind of like will be like, okay, this man is serious. I'm serious about certain things, but I'm also serious about speaking the truth. I think it's important. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I do not want to come across as like a holier than thou type of person, like, nah, because I used to be like that. I used to be like, oh, me not do this, me not do that, blah, 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 and all of that. And, you know, it's only Jah who's good, you know. Only Jah is good. You know, so I like a one who's kind of like easy and amongst the people and easy to get along with and, you know, just kind of like overstand a lot of what people are doing, how they're doing it and all of that. Leave all judgment unto Jah. So that's my approach to this. But when it comes to the work now that has to be done, oh my God, no, we don't take it for a joke. So preaching about Africa and message and all of that and revolutionary, and I don't take that seriously from any artist at all. I don't care who you are. If I don't see your works on the ground and hear the words sound within certain circles to certain leaders, if I don't see that you've written this letter, you've started this strategy that has got nothing to do with being on stage and being a celebrity, I don't take you seriously on that. I take you seriously as an artist, as an entertainer and all of that. Yeah, props. All the best to all people winning awards and all that. Great. We love that, right? Because we don't grudge no human being nothing, right? But when it comes to this serious thing about Africa and the liberation of Africa and anything that has to do with Africa, you better be serious if you're going to be dealing with me because I don't take no bullshit at all. That's why I can easily say, yes, I'll have a drink or two, you know, and them type of things because I know what I'm about. So we have a walk from Cape Town to Cairo coming up over the last 20 years, you know. And the 20 years is telling you how much work has been put into actually making this into a thing that's going to work and bring about results. If you're talking about repatriation, reparation, and centralization, it's got all of that in it, inbuilt into it, you know. And we have some living examples of what we're going to be doing with it, you know. So that is very important for me to share with Jamaicans, you know. When I say Jamaicans, it doesn't mean that we don't take the other Caribbean islands seriously. But this is a reggae conversation. When it comes to reggae, the conversation is Jamaica. It's Kingston all the way, you know, so. Why have I not been to Jamaica? That also has to do with how seriously I take this thing. I'm not gonna come to Jamaica with my long arms. and say, yeah, Jamaica, rah, 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 knowing full well that we sold you into slavery. And then I must come to Jamaica and flex like, yeah, I'm into this reggae thing and I want to be a reggae star too. And, you know, nah, nah. You see, the real reggae when it's coming out of Jamaica, you know what makes the real reggae? It is the actual, you can hear the plantation, you can hear the 400 years of the plantation in the reggae. You see the music? Chang, chang. You got to think about that. You got to think about that. That's the way the bass goes. You got to think that's the boat going over the waves. You know how it rocks like that. That's in the reggae too. You understand? So the chang, the whip from the slave master, kak, 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 all those things they make the real reggae. So maybe sometimes I think maybe I'm a reincarnated soul of a Jamaican, who kind of like made it to be born in Africa, because, you reincarnate as an African, and I do have the Jamaican experience in me, because not Jamaicans just say, well, man, you swear you're Jamaican and blah, blah. I said, no, I'm from Malawi. I'm from Malawi, and Malawi, Zambia, Swaziland, South Africa, and Igbo land. So, as far as Buju is concerned, brethren, we are Igbo, so we need to get together and get this program going. It's an Igbo thing, it's a Biafra thing. It's a Biafra. You know, yeah. So Nigerians might not like that, and whatever. Still, every fig must go back to its fig tree. So when we say Biafra, we know what we're talking about. That is prophecy. That's Bible. You can't fight against Bible and prophecy. That must happen. See? So the walk from Cape Town to Cairo, we're going to be walking from community to community, making solutions. Those solutions that we're going to apply in Africa, we're testing them out here in Denmark already, in places like Christiania and Vesterbo, and those type of things. And Danish values are put into it as well. So that's why we have a thing called Next Stop Kingston. So we're going to get a whole lot of Danish people to come up with me and do the reggae thing and come to Jamaica and apply a lot of socioeconomic steps and strategies and see how they work in ways of, how could we say, to strengthen reggae and to strengthen the impact of reggae and to strengthen the income into reggae and to make sure that the income of reggae actually goes right forward to Kingston, to Trenchtown, and you can see the effect of money coming from reggae going in there. So that's why we're going to be selling our music on vinyl. The vinyl that we sell is specifically for strengthening where reggae came from. We're going to be selling it here in Christiania on Pusher Street. Christiania is a part of Copenhagen that has been allowing the sale of herbs for a long time, but that's shut down now, so because it got to be too gangster and everything, so it kind of like shut it down. So we're trying to take it in the direction of more like selling music, but vinyls, cassettes, and CDs. Again, answering Buju Banton on the issue of having control of the music. So, another reason for Buju Banton to jump on board is the one that we call Next Stop Kingston. We'd like to bring a lot of people for Buju Banton to take us around and say, this is how it goes, say, come my friends from Denmark, and next time Buju can come to Europe and really play at Christiania and full up the hall like Junior Gong just did the other day, and really boost up Christiania. That'd be really cool. And so other concerts are underlining from Cape Town to Cairo, where the ownership of the music and the promotion and everything is in the hands of our African youths who we are organizing right now. So you're not going to be dealing with a promoter. We kind of like push the promoter out the way. We say, who's doing it is the youths. Where's the money going to? To the youths. Who's raising the money for the artists? It's the youths. The youths in total control. The artists must not worry about anything. We don't want Buju Banton to complain about anything that has to do with Africa whatsoever. Buju Banton must come. Yes, he must get his dollars because we cannot pay you in local currency. What are you going to do with local currency? What can you do that? If you come from Jamaica, you must go back to Jamaica. You have expenses in Jamaica, unless we can pay you in Jamaican money. But we got to make sure that the eye gets what he must get in the currency that is, then it's called dollar. But we all moving away from the petrodollar right now to the reggae dollar. And again, that's one of our projects as well. You see what I'm saying? So the consciousness is on that level. The works are on that level, you know. So it's a challenge to the eyes them who are in reggae music to say, hey, the preaching and talking is done. You know, you got to get on the Cape to Cairo walk the talk tip right now because there's no other way. You know, if you're serious about His Majesty, that's what we're saying. We've been around for a while, organizing for a while, getting in touch with quite a number of people who are pretty prominent in the building up of reggae music for a good while. I don't want to drop no name, but you know, we have contacts to such people and they're part of us. So we're taking it to that tip. Like, you know, we can't let this thing go astray. You know, I can't. Not His Majesty music. No, His Majesty music is for works that reflect His Majesty. So, like I said to you, I wouldn't come to Jamaica with my long arms. I wouldn't want to come there and say, okay, let me pick up some patois and make a couple of records and come off like, yeah, I'm authentic and everything. Nah, because that's not how it goes. You know, reggae music has to do with the suffering that happened in Jamaica on those slave plantations, you know, and turned into music. So we have a spiritual respect towards it. You don't just come into it and hustle it and try to be the next big thing off of it like that. No. Mm-mm. No. The spirits don't work like that. We have a role to play, and now that we know we can play the role and that we can engage all sectors of Jamaican society, from the richest to the poorest, we can engage them in CCSR, Comprehensive Corporate Social Responsibility, you know, strategies that we're testing out here in Copenhagen, Denmark, that we have tried, we've tested out over the years, and in South Africa, in Knysna, in Cape Town, in Lilongwe, you know, and ideas from Bruges, Berlin, Copenhagen, where I am right now, London, you know, Barcelona, very important Barcelona, because that has to do with receiving the refugees from across the ocean when they come from Africa and all of that. So listen, we're serious about this thing, you know, that's why it take 20 years. So I'd just like to big up Jamaicans and let you know that we love you, respect you, and we are truly, 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 truly sorry for selling you off into slavery. And we want to keep it on that pitch. We want to keep it on that level of reasoning because that is Rastafari. We don't want to, I'm not really into the culture, liberty, whatever. The human being, the human cargo, that we thought it was good enough to, that it was okay to sell human cargo to people who have nothing to do with us and who've got no good intentions, who instead would rather rob and pillage our continent. That in itself is of such great shame that the effort that we're going to put into rectifying that history, it comes first before anything else. So I would never show my face in Jamaica without a plan. But now that we have a plan, I show my face to Jamaica. We got enough music for you, Jamaica. Enough music for you to record. Many demos we're going to be sending your way to record, youths from Jamaica to record those music, empowering of the youths into actually having the ownership of the publishing, just like how we're empowering our youths in Denmark and our youths in Africa, and the ownership is the same thing. Publishing, that's where the money is at, and we want the youths to actually have that in their hands. You know, so that's the strategy. We don't have no that's the objective, to empower the youths in the publishing sector, because we got, oh my God, we got songs. I got more songs that I could record. The songs just keep dropping. People say, boy, you got songs like Bob Marley, well, songs like Peter Tosh, but you got songs like Ziggy Marley, you got so many songs. These songs are great. I'm never gonna record all those songs. I'll record some of them, but we're planning it for youths and youths to record those songs and to hold on to the publishing scene. Love, Rastafari.